happy to. And we're just going to get right into this Q&A. And how are you enjoying the agenda so far?
I'm having a blast. This is so much fun.
Your trickery yesterday.
I know I need a new costume for tonight. Any ideas? No, then you guys are going to be looking for me. But if you see me, don't give me away. Promise?
Promise!
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna... Because you know what? Sitting up in that hotel room, like, when me and Julie did that, because we were there, we got in at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and about 5 o'clock, I'm like, are you kidding me? We can't, like, leave the hotel room? We gotta go out. So then this girl, Sony, who does the cosplay, like, she's awesome. She came to my room and she dressed us up. It was pretty cool. It was so fun.
So we definitely want to delve into a lot of different topics this afternoon. So let's start with your music, actually. What inspired you to get into music? What made you want to sing and write your own songs?
I picked up the guitar when I was about 23. I think is when I started playing guitar. And like I said, I cannot play a cover for the life of me. I've been trying for 20 years to learn a cover. And I'll learn them, and it's like in one ear, out the other. I just cannot remember them. I don't know what it is. But I've always found it incredibly cathartic to write my own music and to write the lyrics. And a lot of times I take lyrics from my journals, and most every song is something personal, a story, or something that has happened to me personally. So I've always kept it close as, I would say, more of a hobby in a sense. I haven't like pursued it to make a living out of it, and more just, I just do it because I love it, and it comes in waves. Like when my daughter was born, I did not pick up the guitar for 4 years, and I just last year picked up the guitar again, so.
Wow. So you took a break because...
you know what I found? Having Francesca, and being a mom in those first 3 years, nurturing is so, takes so much focus and energy that I had no extra energy to be creative. And now that she's 5, I guess maybe last year when she was 4, she started going to kindergarten, and the only time I would feel guilty and would be able to write, play, is when she started kindergarten. And I was like, okay, she's exactly where she's supposed to be, and now I can, so it was like 2.5 hours every morning I could play music.
Is she picking up a little guitar lessons, little singing lessons from you too?
Frankie? Not yet. Not yet. She actually loves gymnastics. And she loves to sing. Oh, that's me. She has a little Minnie Mouse voice. It's really cute. But she's 5 years old, you know what I mean? But she does love to sing. But not where it's like, on YouTube, you see like these like 3-year-olds. Whoa! It's like, but she loves gymnastics.
And what inspired you to make this new album, Never Broken?
Well, as for Lines, I did an Indiegogo campaign for Bent as well. And I knew I wanted to pick up the guitar and I needed to play again. And I really wanted to do another album and finish certain songs that I had kind of started. So as one of the perks for Bent, I sold an album that I had not recorded yet. Just to like kind of light the fire underneath me and make, I work really well under pressure. So I did that. So that, that was, I guess, the reason why I did it. Not the reason why I did it. It helped me do it, and I had to finish it because I had to get these parts out. And but then all the songs on there, actually, I think like Cracker Jacks and Bright Lights are probably my favorite songs to date out of all of. I have the most fun singing them, maybe because they're new for me. I like singing them. Again, they're all personal. They're all about my life and, relationship. And all my old songs are all about, like, the crappy guys I was with. And now this song is, like, a real, like, Cracker Jacks, if you listen to the words, it's like, marriage is like the long haul, right? That's your marathon. And so it's tough, and it goes through ups and downs. But at least, thank God, I married a wonderful man. And so that's thing at the end. So that's sort of, I have to remember that part. Sometimes it's hard.
So what's the hardest part about singing live? Because this audience was wonderful and cheering you on and dancing for you and everything. So, so what's the hardest part about it?
I don't think it's hard. I love every moment of it. The most nerve-wracking part about it is when I forget my damn lyrics or and because I took a 5-year break, they are not like solidly in there at all. so that's like the scary part, but if you took that away, I love everything about playing live. Yeah.
So at this point, I'm going to throw it out to the audience. If you have any music-related questions that you would like to ask, I will come around and run around like a chicken and get to you. Does anybody have any questions? All right. Give me a moment.
He really wants to help.
My question you sort of touched on a little bit earlier, but I was just wondering what your writing process is like and how it differs between when you're writing songs and when you're writing for like band and lines.
So for songs, it's like I have the guitar and I just either go off of my journal or I just like sing nonsense until I find little bits and pieces that I like and then write them down. And then with writing screenplays now, which I just finished my second one, a feature length called The Space Between, which I'm really excited about. That, I don't know, I don't do it normal, I don't think. In the sense that I was starting to write and my producing, I won't say partner, but really she's the producer now. Jessica was like, can you send me an outline? I definitely don't do outlines. I've never taken a class, so I just sort of write. I've just read so many scripts, I know the format and stuff, and then I just write, and then the story just kind of, that's the only way I know how to write, it just kind of tells itself, and then I've developed this thing with this girl, Jessica, where I'll send her where I've gone, and then she'll send notes back and redirect me if I need to be redirected. Like, we figured out a really good rhythm between us that I'm definitely enjoying. The other thing that I do when it gets, so first I'll write the script, and then with like lines and bends, I haven't done a feature yet, so I'm not sure how that process will be, but what I found with lines and bends is that when it comes time to the actual shooting script where I have all the shots and all that, I have to do it to music. And that's why they sort of become like little music videos in a sense, because I pick the music first. That's what I did with lines and bends. We'll see how the rest of my career goes, but and then I'll just keep playing that's the song, and then I'll write the shot list, and and then the scene will sort of take its own life, and I'll have to rewrite it a little bit to fit with the song. And so far, people tell me, do not do that. Like, editors like, don't do that. But so far, it's worked out perfectly. Like, I write exactly, like I have timer, I time out exactly beats, and for both bends and lines, it landed exactly where I wanted it to. So maybe it's just a quirky little way that I have, and we'll see what happens next. I don't know. I'm open to evolving and having that change. I'm talking way too much about this. Can you tell I love it? Do I love it?
So any other Mike?
The first taste I got of your exploits in music was a movie about Sweetwater. What are some of your thoughts on that?
Oh, that was a very fun experience. So that was VH1's first original movie. I don't think they do them anymore. Does VH1 even still exist?
Yes.
It does?
Yes.
Okay.
Just horrible, trashy, reality shows.
Oh, okay. Well, they used to do original movies. I don't know if you remember. Maybe I think it was like 99 or something like that, 1999. So anyway, they cast me in this movie called Sweetwater, and I got to sing the entire soundtrack. And I worked with, who was the producer? He produced all the music. I'm so bad with names, you guys. It's horrible. But he was very famous. He's really good. Anyway, forget that. God, what was that guy's name? He was in a band in the 60s and with his brother. Anybody? Anybody?
Was it one of the Allman Brothers?
No, but in that genre of music. Getting closer? Anyway, he'll Google it. So that was awesome. So I got to go in his studio and work with him. And then we shot in Vancouver. And it was fun, and all the wigs. And I don't know. I was 29 at that time. I think that was that is such a good age. I felt beautiful, I felt skinny, I felt great, I felt sexy at that time. So it was just a fun role to play, and I had a blast. I look back on that very, very fondly. Yeah.
Was he just the producer?
Of the music.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, and let's go over here.
No, he was the music producer. Yeah.
Hey, Amy.
Hi.
I'm Andrew from Brooklyn, New York. So
Hey, Andrew.
I'm really excited to talk to you. So, I'm new to your music career, but are you more open to percussion? I'm a drummer, and I would love to be your drummer if you ever were so inclined with that. But are you open to? Since you said your songs are kind of mellow, and if you raised up the tempo, would you be open to something like that?
Yeah, well, have you heard the album? Have you heard it live?
No.
It's Cracker Jacks.
I'm gonna go to your concert in New York. I'm gonna go to that David Yost thing he's doing.
Nice. Well, the show in New York is still going to just be exactly what you saw here, acoustic and without a band. But the album, which is available on the back if you want to get one, is plugged in, and there's drums Cracker Jacks really kicks in. There's electric guitar. And the album I had before, the first album I ever did was called The Trans-American Treatment, and that my boyfriend at the time was a rocker, and he produced the album, so it has a real rock feel to it. But I love percussion, and I love when on my stage at shows. I don't know if you guys ever tune into those. My friend Laura Lynn, she plays the bongos very lightly, but it adds a whole level that I love. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can we take one more question in the music section?
Sorry, I'm pointing to the wrong person.
Okay, no, we'll do one and then two. Yeah.
Okay.
My name's also Andrew. I'm from here in Kentucky.
Every Andrew stand up. No.
But I'm a high school teacher. I teach English and fine arts, and I'm also co-directing the drama plays this year. And we're doing our first musical ever. I was wondering if you had any advice on how I can get other people to sort of buy into the process, because I'm going to direct, and I'm trying to get these kids used to singing live and dealing with microphones and stuff. I was wondering if you had any sort of tips to help them along the process.
God, I don't even know. I guess just doing it. You just gotta get up there and do it. They're high school, right? Experience, I think, is really it. It's just imagine everybody in Power Ranger outfits. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how to. Yeah, my first thing that comes to my head is just experience and practice and yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it was the guy in the back with the. You want to just yell your question?
Since you've done a whole bunch of different types of music stuff like Broadway and
Well, I tried. Yeah, I don't know if you heard the story.
would you ever be open to trying one of those reality music singing competitions like The Voice or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm too old for that. My friend Tony Luca did it. Do you remember Tony? He was on it a couple years ago. He did really well. I think he came in second, didn't he? I know. I haven't even thought about it. Like Dancing with the Stars or something? No, I haven't thought about it. I'll think about it. I'll get back to you on that.
You ever getting the offers on Dancing?
And the other thing is I have a really hard time singing covers. Right? Although I'm starting to like karaoke a lot now.
What's your go-to song for karaoke?
Well, of course, Totally Eclipse of the Heart, right? Oh, and you know what the other one is? See, I love Pink. Pink, to me, is my favorite. I thought that was Jason. I'm like, why is Jason in a Blue Ranger costume? Or Ninja. What was I just talking about?
The artist.
Pink! I'm sidetracked. I love her. Have you guys seen her live? That girl's incredible. And boy, does she connect, right? When she's doing it, and her flying around on those. I saw her in Toronto at the beginning of the last tour, and she was like, it was like Cirque du Soleil. It was incredible. Anyway, so I like to sing Glitter. I do, when I'm having karaoke in my kitchen for New Year's. Yeah. My take on lip syncing? I just watched the Jimmy Fallon on YouTube. Like, I watched. Hilarious, right? Is he bringing lip syncing back or something? It's awesome. It didn't go anywhere? Oh, I went somewhere. I went to Mommyhood. I'm just out of the loop. I don't know, I haven't thought about it, but that Jimmy Fallon, just go, like YouTube Jimmy Fallon, and he lip sync competitions all the time with his buddies on the Tonight Show. It's so funny, you guys. It's awesome.
So let's move right along to your films. So you did Bent and Lines, 2 short films. What was the biggest differences between those two?
Bent, I had no idea what came after shooting. So I wrote it, I got a producer, and I knew how to be on set, and I knew how to shoot, and I knew how to, just naturally, I guess, I knew how to direct. I don't know, I really like it. I feel very much at home wearing that hat. It was the post-production that I had no idea, and I didn't hire a post-supervisor because I did not know you needed one. And there's a lot that goes into it. The sound, the picture, the color in the picture, the music, laying the music in, so that was, the learning curve was huge for me. It was a lot. It was really scary, and I just kept trudging through and figured it out. So I went into Lines. I wasn't nervous. I knew I had so much more to learn, but at least I knew what happened after we wrapped. I knew the process. I was the post supervisor. When I have more money, I'll definitely hire somebody for that job. But I was running around with the tapes and bringing them to here, and then the color, and I find the post stuff so out of my element. So that's where my learning curve still really is. It's funny when you're looking at color on a film and you're fixing it and changing it. If you sit there looking at it for too long, I find I can't even see anymore. Like, I can't even tell. I have to step away, and so I've learned to. The biggest thing I've learned is to really let go and people do their jobs. Let the person who I've hired to color the film to do a pass and color it, and then come in and not try to do every single job myself. Because first of all, there's so many talented people out there that are professionals in each individual thing, that why not let them do what they're good at? And and watch and learn. So letting go for me.
And you said earlier that you are now working on a feature.
Yeah, hopefully we're gonna shoot this summer. We'll see. I've applied to a couple different grants and a couple different. There's this one challenge going on. We're waiting to hear. Hopefully hear soon. And and that. What was I saying? Sorry, I was looking in the back. I saw Jared. Hey, Jared, is Jason gonna come?
Well, I don't know.
Huh? Yeah, text him, although his phone's off. I tried to call. Anyway, what was I saying? What were we talking about? Oh, the feature. So I just finished writing the script. It's called The Space Between. Super excited about it. Do you guys know the band Rummy Zero?
Yes.
Okay. So St. August St. John Tate, who's the lead singer, he has two, if you noticed, he has a song in Bent End and Lines. That's his song, Million, is at the end. Anyway, he's going to write a song for The Space Between, and the ironic, crazy, weird thing is when I emailed him and asked him, he said, send me a phrase that he could work off, and he emails back and he goes, okay, this is so weird. The name of his new band and album is called The Negative Space Between. I know! So that was kind of meant to be. So I finished writing that, and
What's the feature about?
it's basically Bent, but after. So she has her baby, and she has really bad postpartum depression, and Amelia comes to sort of get her out of her depression, and Amelia's conflict is that she hasn't been home in 2 years since her mother passed away, and she hasn't seen her dad, and so she needs to sort of reconcile with her father. Anyway, it's a comedy, it's a road trip, and a comedy in the sense that Lines is a comedy, right? So there's still, what is it, like a poignant comedy, or whatever, where I want you to cry a little bit some places.
A dramedy.
A dramedy, oh, thanks. It's a dramedy. Huh? Baby has red hair. Yes, the baby does.
So, any questions about her? All right. Wait, raise your hand again. Understood.
Will we come over?
Yes, ma'am.